Listen, I'm literally on the way to the airport in like 2-3 hours to go to China for like a week. I put out a community note about it before. Don't say I'm not committed to giving you guys updates and news at this point, okay? I logged into Twitter this morning, and after I got past the bombardment of 30% off, get Twitter Premium, it finally came up that Genshin Impact is going through a couple of huge changes during the 6.x period at this point. Preview of changes to device performance requirements right here. So here they say, Dear Traveler, to support future versions and updates and optimize game performance, Genshin Impact will raise its device specifications starting with the Song of the Welkin Moon version. At that time, both the minimum and recommended system specifications for the game will be raised. They do offer more details here, but it's basically saying that the minimum requirements for playing Genshin Impact are going to be a lot higher than before. People are in the comments here saying, y'all acted like you have WoW level graphics and animations, blah, blah, blah. There's a lot of stuff here. Now, here, listen, hear me out. I haven't seen any leaks or anything like that, and I don't think what they're saying is that they have WoW level graphics and animations, but I do see this as a net positive. At least this part, right? I think this just shows that the game is heading in a direction where the graphics and animations are going to be improved to a point where older devices cannot handle it anymore, which is it's a touchy subject at the end of the day, right? A lot of people for the longest time have felt like mobile specifically is holding the game back. I kind of fell into that same kind of bracket, but at the end of the day, I'm fully aware that without mobile, most of the revenue for this game probably would not even be a thing. So I'm very grateful that it even runs on mobile at the point that it does. There's a lot of people as well saying, doubt it'll impact the PC player base that much. I'm surprised PS4 lasted this long. The reason people are saying they're surprised that PS4 landed this long is because of this update right here. Notice on the removal and discontinuation of updates for Genshin Impact on PS4. This is a huge change, and if anybody was still holding onto the copium that Genshin Impact was ever going to be on the Nintendo Switch, I think you can let go of that copium now because it ain't even going to be on PS4. Dear Traveler, thank you for your continued support and love for Genshin Impact on PS4. Due to limitations related to hardware performance and platform application size, we will be discontinuing support and updates for Genshin Impact on PS4 in future versions. Genshin Impact on PS5 will continue to operate normally and is not affected by the removal and update discontinuation on PS4. Travelers will still be able to enjoy the latest content updates on PS5 and other supported platforms. Now, I can only think that this is, again, because of the hardware limitations, but it does kind of surprise me. I'll keep it a buck, dude. I know a lot of y'all like and hate the fact that I say keep it a buck a lot. I'm sorry, it's just a fucking turn of phrase at this point. But yeah, dude, I don't know. I really didn't expect PS4 to be the one to take the fall on this one, considering the game does run pretty damn well on mobile. So it's got to be something specifically with PS4 graphics or capabilities. I don't know. Some people having very hot takes in the comments here. For those complaining about this, a PS5 is like $200 to $300. If you can't afford that, you shouldn't be playing video games. I mean, I don't necessarily agree with this, to be honest. I think video games are for everybody, including children, including whatever you want to say. Now, this is a gacha game. It does involve gacha elements, gambling elements. So I think as long as you have a good parental figure, you are absolutely fine to be playing this game and other games. Although they are predatory games, and those gacha elements are definitely not made with the minds of kids in kids don't come first in the priority of this is who we should make our game for, right, at the end of the day. Thank God you're leaving that decaying console behind. It's time people move on. Now you can improve the game without being held back by old hardware. Again, I feel like that is a positive takeaway to take from all of this. Yes, it means the game's going to be improving a lot. I really didn't think PS4 would be the one to take the fall when mobile is still a thing. There's a lot of older phones that the game still works on and runs on. So I don't really know the full details of this. Maybe we can see the full information on Hoya Lab here. Let me take a quick look, see what actually comes up. Starting from actual 6.0 day, the 10th of September. Holy shit. Okay, so it's actually starting really, really soon. Literally a month, just over a month. What about in-game purchase? What about people that only ever played on PS4 and bought stuff on the PS4 and they don't want a PS5. Probably, I'm going to assume no refunds or anything because it's just a natural thing that happens. And it is still running on PS5, so it's still a possibility. Fucking sucks, though. I think a lot of people are going to be really pissed off with this, to be honest. I think a lot of people are going to be rightfully frustrated and angry, especially with the short notice period. It kind of reminds me of the Stop Killing Games stuff, where it's just not getting supported on a specific platform anymore, but the game is still ongoing. So I definitely understand the frustrations and disappointments. This person here, Minorin, I don't fucking know, bro. I'm sorry, but this is disgusting. I don't know about y'all, but the game runs fine for me. I cannot afford a $1,000 console that's barely better than the PS4. I mean, to be fair, the PS5 is not a $1,000 console anymore, right? I'm pretty sure it is way, way cheaper than that. I'd have to double check, but still, I get the point. I spent over $80 on this game and have played for 4 years. Now I won't be able to play at all. If you can't make it work for PS4, then change your plans. I'm so serious. So as much as I understand the frustrations, I vehemently disagree with this. I think it's such a touchy subject because I want everybody to be able to play the game on every platform, especially if it was already out on that platform. But I am personally really fucking happy that they're pushing the limitations of Genshin and improving, hopefully, so much stuff. I fully expect that when we log into the game in 6.x now, the animations are going to be way better. The graphics are going to be way better. We've already seen updated character models and such, right? So, yeah, it's hard for me to see this as the absolute net negative that a lot of the PS4 only players do, and I get that that's a selfish thing. I'm totally being selfish here. You can call me a hypocrite, you can call me whatever. This is me admitting this is a very, very selfish reasoning for being semi-excited about this update, even though I know that it's not the best thing, right? The game probably would run alright on PS4, to be honest. I've seen games that are obviously way more graphically demanding than Genshin run fine on PS4. But yeah, rest in peace to all the PS4 players, bro. So it can run on budget mobile smoothly, but not on a PS4. Mobile graphics are actually janky and laggy if you look closely. But then it's like, maybe the PS4 players are okay with the graphics being janky and laggy. Yeah, they could do the same for PS4 too. The graphics there aren't much better anyways. Yeah, I get it. Genshin is never coming to the Switch at this point. It's leaving PS4. It's only going to be on like next-gen consoles and current-gen consoles, I guess. I don't know about Xbox. Maybe we'll get an update about that soon. But yeah, I'm excited for the future of Genshin, selfishly. I'm looking forward to seeing the updates in 6.x. If you've seen leaks and stuff, I've had comments in my own post saying, finally, we're seeing the remuneration of all the leaks that have been happening for months. I just don't look at leaks, so I have no idea. But yeah, I'm going to China for a week. I will be back soon. You're going to have pretty much daily YouTube uploads. I appreciate you guys a lot. And if you want to stay up to date with myself and Genshin and the channel in general, then hit the subscribe button here on YouTube. I appreciate you guys. Have a nice day.